Why do I ski? I love it.
Oh, well, you got to do something. You can't stay at home and sit.
I'm 70, and I love it.
The first generation of modern downhill skiers is almost gone. People like Wayne Poulsen, Bill Barry, and Chris Carriza have already left us. But there are still some pioneers left to tell us what it was like in those days, before bindings and metal edges, before chairlifts and plowed roads.
It was a method of transportation. I used to ski to school, as an example, from High Street over to the high school. And then it was up on the hill, so we naturally started to ski down the hill. And this is how I happened to get started skiing.
Going to high school, we'd all ski up there. And we'd ski up different ways. We wouldn't make a trail, and the teachers couldn't get to school, so we'd have a day off.
Because they relied on you guys to make the path.
Yeah, we wouldn't make the trail. There was no way they could get to the school. But skiing was just a way of life.
Frank Titus and the late Earl Edmunds remember when skiing was a requirement to live in the Sierra during the winter. Growing up in Truckee in the 1920s and 30s, they were among the original ski jumpers in the Lake Tahoe area. Over in Reno, Carl Doc Watson remembers how he and his friends caught ski fever.
There was a movie entitled Slalom, showed at a local theater, and we all went to see it just before Christmas, 1937. A whole bunch of us got interested and started at Christmas Day that day.
I began with a pair of skis like those without bindings. All they had was a strap over the toe, and just puddled along, you know, and I had boots that came up to here. They were hiking boots. They weren't even ski boots in those days. So we were talking about 1936 or 37.
A love of skiing brought Carson White and his wife Vi to Donner Lake from the Bay Area in the 1930s. They met during a ski outing at Cisco Grove. Carson has been a part of the ski industry from the start, helping found the National Ski Writers Association and serving as head of public relations for Alpine Meadows. He and Vi were friends of Wayne and Sandy Poulsen and skied with them at Squaw Valley before there was a chairlift. Here they are skiing behind a snowcat called the Weasel. That's Carson in the shorts waving. Vi is right in front of him in the hat. The Whites would probably still be skiing the Sierra today if a respiratory illness had not forced Carson off the mountain several years ago.
Do you miss it?
Oh, it just cut my heart out. I just lived for skiing. I loved it.
What is it about it? Can you explain, can you put in words what it is?
I don't know. It's the exhilaration of having the power to control your movements all by yourself, no mechanical help or assistance. You are the master of those skis when you're coming down the hill.
I was so happy when I discovered the West, because I hated skiing back east. It's solid ice. You can see the flowers growing through the ice.
Sandy Poulsen was a college student back east when she first heard about skiing in the West. As luck would have it, a classmate from Idaho invited her to one of the nation's first ski resorts in 1935.
And she kept saying, you have to go out to the new place my dad just started, my uncle, and it's called Sun Valley, and it's in Idaho, so you've got to go try that. And so I went out there, and you know, I never really went back east because I just love the West.
The Tahoe area is home of the original ski bum. The necessity of skiing back in the early days and the development of the modern ski industry were the perfect conditions to create the culture. It's also created a bit of nostalgia among those first Sierra snow farmers.
So many people are coming to the mountains today. They say they're going skiing and snowboarding when a lot of their time is spent shopping, hot tubbing, and a lot of these things. They're not the avid person that we had years and years ago. We had that when the snowboarder came along. He was just like we were when we were kids. All we wanted to do was just do it.
The lure of the snow and mountains is more powerful than money to some people. The Sierra ski pioneers were the first to turn that passion into a profession.
All these individuals probably could have been very successful in anything they did, yet they chose one of the goofiest industries in the world, being a snow farmer in the ski industry.